Very good afternoon to everyone and my co-panelist, the chairperson. The subject given to me is progress on national dialogues on accessibility projects. I know this is a very theoretical topic and students might get bored, but I, as a disability rights activist, I gave the slogan uh, on the part of persons with disabilities that give us accessibility and we shall give you the productivity. Everybody might be remembering Subhash Chandra Bose slogan, तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा. और मैं कहती हूँ हमें एक्सेसिबिलिटी दीजिए, हम अपने राष्ट्र को प्रोडक्टिविटी दे सकते हैं. Unless you give us accessibility, you are encroaching upon our right to movement. It is a human right. We can't even move unless we are given accessibility. So the progress on the accessibility projects, it has been slow, we know that, but the progress started with the Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 1995, when there was a clear, it was a categorization that there should be no discrimination on the basis of movement or accessibility. Then the government launched Sugam Bharat Abhiyan in 2015. And ironically, that movement, that campaign was launched at an inaccessible place, the Vigyan Bhavan. It had so many stairs and the campaign was launched there. But now after so many years, even the podium has got this hydraulic lift. But even, before that, the people who went to the podium had to be like pushed like a herd of cattle on the podium. So it was really ironical. And since then, accessibility, the talk on accessibility has rolled on. The RPWD Act 2016, it has various articles from Article 41 to 46 clearly indicate that the government has, the departments have different deadlines to achieve, to provide accessibility for persons with disabilities in every area. And the Accessible India campaign, it had its three pillars regarding the built environment, ICT, information and technology, and the third one is the transport system. But I won't go by the theories, I won't go by the information provided by the Google. I myself am an end user to this. And being an end user to accessibility, the needs of accessibility, I would say the progress has been very slow. Even after 3 years of launch of AIC, Accessible India campaign, only 3% of the buildings had been even audited. Till now, auditing hasn't been completed. So we can imagine the kind of progress that is taking place. I am not here to like please the government departments or our state or endorse anyone. I would like to show the reality. I have a power wheelchair and I can't go on my own lane because it is like damaged, it is rugged, it has ditches all around. So how can we say that progress has been made? There has been no progress, frankly speaking. But yes, the government files, the departments, they might be showing some facts and figures, but yes, they have to show. It is their compulsion. So if students like you, the architects, the coming generations, if you think in that way, providing accessibility to everyone, it would become spontaneous and we would not need any legal even mandate for providing accessibility in times to come. Siddhant showed a kind of table and a wheelchair which adjusted with the table. And when I was doing my master's, I went to give my exams. I did not get even a table to write my answers. The examiners told me to keep the answer sheet on my lap and write. This is the kind of accessibility. It is a national dialogue. This is the kind of accessibility we have been providing to the persons with disabilities. And for 3 hours, I had to write like that. So you can imagine the kind of stress I had to go through and what kind of my performance had been while writing the answer sheets. And I'm sorry, please don't mind. So next time when DESCON is organized, I hope that this stage is accessible. So the national dialogue has been there. I won't say that nothing has been done. Government has proposed to make Delhi an accessible model city. And they are doing their bit, but again the progress is slow. Sugamya Pustakalaya, an accessible library, it has been launched. It has more than 2 lakh books. And when Accessible India campaign was launched, in the same year, Smart City project was also launched in Delhi, in India. And the Smart City envisaged that technology would increase the functionality, and it was intertwined with Digital India and Accessible India. Both the projects were intertwined, and I hope in the coming years we get to see the results. But apart from accessible cities, we need to have smart cities and accessible cities. We need to have smart villages, because nothing has been done at that level in the rural India for the farmers with disabilities. Accidents happen while farming, while plowing, and nothing has happened to provide accessibility to them. We need accessible tractors. The design has to be made that the farmer who is an amputee should be able to use that tractor. So rural India is the place which is the most neglected one in this sector, disability sector. Nothing, even everything is there for charity there. People do things, but on the philanthropic basis, not as a business sense. Many countries, like Singapore, Thailand, they have done so much for their farmers with disabilities. They have started doing mushroom cultivation even on their terraces. So we need such kind of national dialogues on accessibility, which reaches to everyone, to even the most marginalized people. And the lack there is accessible healthcare facilities for persons with disabilities, because disability is always connected to disease or illness. So for persons with disabilities, it's like, okay, they come to hospitals, हम उनको उठाकर बिस्तर पर डाल देंगे. They don't have hoist, they don't have adjustable examination tables. Even the ultrasound examination rooms, they don't have accessible washroom near them, because whenever we go and get ultrasound done for our abdomen, we need to drink lots of water. That everybody knows that. But they should have an accessible washroom nearby that room. So such things are missing. So when we talk about national dialogues, all these 4 papers I took the print out, but I think it is irrelevant to tell you whatever is present on the Google. Students can just surf and find it out. But the realities, the ground realities which everybody should know, the things which are missing one. And you people, I have a lot of hope from the new generation that you people would design for us. You people would come forward and at least design things that are imperative for even our survival. We cannot get our medical examinations done, especially women with disabilities. They have problem in getting themselves examined for their gynecological checkups. Because the things are not there, the doctors are not aware, the physical things, the machines. There is no mammogram machine which is accessible in Delhi city, in national territory of our country. So at this level, we need to design things. And students who are interested, who are designing the furniture and all, they should design from the perspective of a middle class home. Middle class homes are very small. They cannot afford much. So in case if a person has a disability in such homes, so designing should be till
Ms.
at
Khetrapal,
that level.
I'll have to interrupt and tell you that we're almost on time.
Yeah, okay, Hira. So I'm just winding up. So when we talk about national dialogue, it should reach everyone. Even every person, even a single student, a single teacher, for the doctors, for everybody. Thank you.